Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about the Indycar race today at Detroit, at the Detroit street course, and oh my god, that was I can't say that was a boring race, because it was I guess, eventful. But yeah, this might be the worst track for IndyCar. I'm only gonna give it a 5 out of 10 because I guess I don't know, I guess the field strategy at the end with Scott Dixon and Marcus Armstrong, and then Colton Herta hold him up. That was interesting before you let him go. I guess because of the chaos, because I mean I like chaos in racing, but it just got to a point where it was too much. But I'll give it a 5 out of 10. But I can see why you'd rate this race lower. 100% get it. But Scott Dixon ended up getting the win. He's the master of saving fuel, and he becomes the first multi-time winner this year, actually. But he wins on the streets of Detroit. He's the master of saving fuel. I mean, he's one of the best IndyCar drivers ever, at least that I've watched. But the boring ass race, but he's like the ageless wonder. Like the fuel-saving master of the IndyCar series. And you can hate him if you want. I mean, I don't really care for him. But nobody else says it feel as good as he does. And now 58 wins and countings. But I just hope we never see this track again. I really do. I don't like this track. Because it feels like every restart, you'll get someone that sends it into turn 1, causes a wreck, rinse and repeat. Caution restart, caution restart, caution restart. And then you have spins where cars stall and then caution comes out again. It's just boring. But I don't know, Marcus Armstrong, I don't know what he was trying to do. Was he trying to hit a field number? He had a mountain of the push to pass, and he was like 1 second back and barely used it. And then he held up Marcus Ericsson. I mean, I know he's trying to hold him to second, obviously, but kind of held up Marcus Ericsson for a few laps, because I thought he was faster. I thought he's faster than the two ahead, and he got it to under a second on Scott Dixon on the last lap. If there was another lap or two, he might have got him. But just, of course, it's Scott Dixon that comes out on top. But he's just one of the GOATs. I guess it's that simple. And all the yellows and wrecking covered the fact that you can't pass unless you're significantly faster at the hairpin section or just smash into someone when you get a run, just hit them. But I knew when the cautions kept coming out, he had a teammate behind him so he could just take it easy. And we should have expected that over the last 30 laps, nobody's going to catch him. But it wasn't an enjoyable watch to me. I think it's probably the first IndyCar race I've recapped this year. I didn't get to recap the Indy 500, you know. Didn't have TV. Because TV was out. I didn't get to recap the Indy 500. I went back and watched it, but I would rather recap that race than this. But I can't say it's a deserving winner and all that. I mean, he did what he had to do, but this race was just awful. Just the racing. We had what, 9 cautions, and a few of them just come in a row. So you start off lap 1, and this is where it starts with the disaster. Wheel power spins to start off, and a few other cars stack up. I think it was Rossi, Ferrucci, a few others stacked up. So yeah, off to a good start there. Detroit's a tight racetrack, wow. And I kind of expected lots of rubbing and tempers. I expected a lot of beating and banging. And early in this race, Palou was kind of on the struggle bus. And then, oh boy, I think who was it? Something Simpson and Castro Neves crashed. Helio got punted by Santino Ferrucci. He has a serious case of the veganism, clearly just Santino Ferrucci, continuing to be a menace. Not making many friends this weekend. Trying to be that villain. Indycar, I guess. Surely this will go well. Something tells me little guy isn't going to be so bold with Helio. But this is just such a shocker. I hate Santino Ferrucci. This guy just can't race clean. Never did, never will. Some people just never change, and I know you can't just... I'm not asking him to just change, just race clean every time. He doesn't need to freaking run into people. Somehow he'll find a way to victimize himself, though. IndyCar needs to do something about it. Christian Rasmussen blew up. No luck outside of Indy. Had a good run in the Indy 500, but no luck here. Then lap 25, which I was talking about, blown engine. Lap 33 is where the shit show starts. Scott McLaughlin just locks up the tires, I think, and crashes, hits the wall, goes a lap down. And also, I want to complain about this. I guess a nitpick. Is there a way to watch these races without so many goddamn commercials? Scott, you have Scotty Mack in the wall. Oh no, but let's watch a Liberty Mutual commercial for the gazillionth time and just watch the whole commercials go through before they even mention him wrecking. Good thing Peacock doesn't do side-by-side commercials. Peacock went to commercial. I think it was on commercial too. Is there a way to watch these damn races without commercials? And then you had a bad trouble for Nogard in the pit stop. Bad day for Penske. And then we get the rain. And they're like, oh, we didn't see on the radar. It's literally right there on the fucking radar. I don't know what radar they're using, but it's right there. And then we get the tire gambling. Some people put on wet tires. Some people decide to try and stay out. And Lundgaard stayed out. And then the rain's no longer falling. And then we're still under caution. I don't know why they were still under caution. I don't know why they didn't go green. I didn't get it. Even the booth didn't know why they were still under yellow. And they were really manipulating the race. People were like, oh yeah, ensuring the field order is correct. Oh yeah, for 5 laps. What do they do for like 3-4 laps? Trying to decide the order? It doesn't take 5 laps to sort out an order. I know people are like, oh, it happens from time to time. No, it doesn't. It doesn't take 3, 4, 5 laps to figure out, oh, that's the order. Even Hinch was asking, what are we doing here? And then we come back, and then Will Power spins Renus VK. Womp womp. Today's been a disaster class from IndyCar. Today was a disaster class from IndyCar Control. We come back from those few laps, and then we don't even run a lap and have a caution. Womp womp. Well, IndyCar's such a joke with their race control. We talk about NASCAR's race control. And then lap 47, Colton Herta crashes. Had one of the fastest cars early. Got shuffled back with the strategy. I don't know what Herta was doing there. He sent it off into the corner, wrecked himself. His ability to shoot himself in the foot is next level. There was no need for that whatsoever. He was going to have a shot to win this race. 6 years into IndyCar, and he keeps making these rookie mistakes. Just weekly Herta choke. And then we got halfway home. Finally. And then Lundgaard and Grosjean crash. Lundgaard was even on top of him. And then it was like, come on, man. It's like the NASCAR trucks have come to Detroit. It's like the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series have hit the streets of Detroit. And the last couple of truck races have actually been very clean. You could say maybe ARCA Series has hit the streets of Detroit. I mean, like, this street experiment is a failure. And IndyCar was on Twitter like, this race? Race? Was I watching a different thing? I was watching a wreck fest. Race. Yeah, right. You should just park every car that crashed from out there. You should just go back to Bale, what's it, Bale Isle or something? The unique part there they have. And then lap 63, 63, 64, Stingray Rob crashing the tires, punted by McLaughlin. Penske's declared war on the field, apparently. It didn't matter if he got penalized, he was already lapped down anyways. Joseph Newgarden and Alex Palou crashed. The Indy 500 and Series champ this time. It's just insanity. Running a corner on the inside, dump the outside guy, yellow, rinse and repeat. Like, it's not serious racing. I don't want to hear you guys say, oh, it's serious racing. I just have so many thoughts about this, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are feeling the same way I feel. Just toss the whole field. Should just toss the whole field out of the race except Ross. And then Scott Dixon ends up winning. Ericsson was close, and once he passed Armstrong there with 2 to go, he went from like 2 seconds under a second. So I think if there was one more lap, he would have got to Scott Dixon. Ultimately, Scott Dixon gets the win. But yeah, I'll say it's a deserving win. I mean, it's fuel strategy, but hey, he saved a lot of fuel. Or no, he pitted, I guess, saved fuel, and now he's a new championship leader. His strategist got him the win, got him out there, but he held on to it. But I mean, it's kind of easy when your teammate's behind you. They end their coverage without interviewing Armstrong, who got his first podium. This felt like the most terrorism field race I've ever seen. Scott Dixon gets the win, Marcus Ericsson second, Marcus Armstrong third, Kyle Kirkwood fourth, Alexander Rossi fifth, Will Power sixth, so at least positive there for Penske. Pato Award seventh, Felix Rosenquist eighth, Santino Ferrucci ninth, and Porsche rounds out the top 10. Christian Lundgaard 11th. Not sure what happened to Christian Lundgaard. I thought he was 5th. Unless this order's wrong, but... Augustine Canapino 12th, Fittipaldi 13th, VK 14th, Real 15th, Alex Palou 16th, Jack Harvey 17th, Valtier 18th, Colton Herta 19th. Around the top 20 is Scott McLaughlin. 21st, Stingray Rob. 22nd, Linus Lundqvist. 23rd, Romain Grosjean had a really strong run until he got spun in the penalty. Simpson 24th, Helio Castroneves 25th, Justin Newgarden 26th, around the field, and 27th in last place is Christian Rasmussen. So, yeah, that's all I have to say here for this video. Until next time, Michael out. Peace.